Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, another Range Rover, another Range Rover, another Range Rover. How's it going, everybody? This is going to be a little bit of an off-the-cuff video because I didn't plan on filming today, but I've come to Manheim, Colchester, and I've just had to start filming because of all of the Range Rovers around. I mean, that don't sound very happy at all. But I've just stone cold. There's no need for that. Stone cold. I've just had to start filming because of all of these Range Rovers going through. You've got to look at this. Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover. I apologise for not doing a lot of auction content recently. I will do another one soon, but I mean, I've just bless them. Gotta love people with a sense of humour, ain't you? I just had to. I mean, is this a bit scary? I've never seen so many Range Rovers at auction in all of my life. I mean, they're just every other. I mean, this isn't even sort of a specialist sale or whatever, but there's just Range Rovers everywhere. That's a Ford credit sale, so that's not really fair to compare, but just the lumpy bits in general. Q7, lumpy bit, another Range Rover. Oh, that X5 is not sounding happy. Oh dear. Don't buy that one. Another Range Rover, another Range Rover. Another Range Rover. My God. Let's walk up here and see if this is any different. Oh, I like that BM. Oh, good Lord, don't buy that one. That's a lovely car. It's got a Range Rover next to it, and another Range Rover next to it, and another Range Rover next to it, and another Range Rover there, and another. Oh, let's go over here. Hold on. There's another Range Rover and another Range Rover. All right, that's not a Range Rover. Fair enough. But the one next to it is. What a shot. Flipping heck. Honestly. Let's go over here. See if there's some more Range Rovers. Oh, look. There's another Range Rover. And another Range Rover. And another Range Rover. See if there's any Range Rovers down there. Oh, there's a red Range Rover. Let's go over here and see if there's any more Range Rovers. Anyone want to buy a Range Rover? Oh, there's a Range Rover. There's another Range Rover. Let's go and see over. Oh, there's another Range Rover. Oh, and another Range Rover, and another Range Rover, and another. I mean, is this a bit of a worry? It's got to be a bit of a worry. It had to happen. It had to happen, didn't it? I can't believe it's taken this long. But it is scary. That's a bit cool, isn't it? I do like a Giulia. I mean, Alphas are lovely cars, aren't they? It sounds cool, isn't it? I do love the styling of Alfa Romeos. I really do. Most of them are beautiful cars. Oh, there's a Range Rover. Let's go up here and see. Right, Q7 Startline Motor Finance. See, when big chunky bits like that are going through from finance companies, you know that they've been sort of probably repossessed most of the time. There's another Range Rover. So that's from Startline Motor Finance as well. There's another Range Rover. That's from Startline Motor Finance. You know, you can't get away from the fact that this is obviously quite scary. I mean, the lane that I was in before was Big Motoring World. They sell a lot of Range Rovers. So you sort of expect them to have some Range Rovers, but not as many as it was over there. But when they're all coming through from finance companies, and I mean, who is this one through? That's from Norton Way. You know, you can't really get away from the fact that this is concerning. There's no doubt about that. Unless for the past 3 years you've been wanting to buy a Range Rover, a Land Rover, a Disco, an Evoque, or something like that, and you've always wanted one your whole life. I'll bet you can get some bargains now. All dealers are going to be discounting these. And I know this is a bit stupid because I just bought one, as you've seen. I bought an Evoque, got all excited, probably shouldn't have done. arguably now I'm going to be stuck with that as well. But you know what, I don't care, it's a lovely car. Well, I'll care if I lose thousands of pounds on it, alright, I appreciate that. But yeah, if you've been wanting to buy a Range Rover for the past few years and you haven't because there's been so much money and you just can't afford one, I bet you get a proper bargain now. Do you know what, I didn't plan on filming today. Ooh, nearly got run over. I didn't plan on filming today, but I've sort of had to because I'm shocked at this Range Rover thing. Hold on, there's another Range Rover coming. So it isn't just the fact that there's a gazillion Range Rovers here, they're not selling in the hall either. I mean, I've watched 5, 6, 7 of them go through now. They're all going provisional, you know, so it's not like, you always like to think that dealers bring them in quite low, but the reality is they're obviously not bringing them in low enough at the moment because the market has dropped instantly overnight. And let's quickly go in the hall to see if we can record one. See what happens to it.
Great to this one, 2.3 cents. And they do 5 the time of sale. Startline 10.5. 10.5 start. 10.5, thank you, 10.5. 10 down the 5. 6, 7, 8. 10, 8, 9, great 2, lovely car, 10, 9, anyone else? At 10 down the 9 goes for the little ones, bit twice, and then at 10, 9 provision again, and they can't players, 17,000, 2 big, 17, take a single, 4, 74, 5, once, 75, bit twice, all done, last call, 17, 5, provision, next up. Is number 73, CLA.
We'll just use this common old table here. Look, plenty of these around to lean up against on. So I'll just scratch the old regs off, just so you know. I don't want to show what someone's paid for that car or what someone potentially hasn't paid for that car. But as you saw, so that first one, so that first Disco Sport was a 7-seater, that car. So I mean, with only 55,000 miles on, should have been good news, you would have thought. Went provisional at 10.7. with a cap clean with a trade price of 13.2, retailing at 15. I mean, is that a 15,995 car? That's mad. £3,000 behind. Then the other one we saw, that orange one, the same colour as my hair, that went for 17.5 provisional. Yeah, done a few miles, 110, but I mean, being a 3 litre, you'd like to think that would wear that car. Went for 17.5 provisional. That's £3,000 behind as well. I mean, that's pretty mental, isn't it? Just going that many £1,000s behind when usually them things would be making over because they're good news and they sell well. Maybe not anymore. I skipped breakfast this morning. Well, so that's what I bought. Didn't buy no Range Rover today. Bought a cool little Audi A1. Came here in the old faithful Mondeo. Actually, that's going to have to stay here for a few days. I'll just get my stuff out of this, and then we'll have a quick chat on the way home. Somewhat mildly moist in here now. Right, let's go. Let's get boiling in here. The heat is working right in here. Let's turn that down a bit. Missed it up. So I just thought, you know what, I didn't mean to film today, as I've said, but I just thought that I would just sort of finish that video off with how shocking that was as far as the whole Range Rover thing goes. You know, I'm guessing a lot of you people might not have ever been to car auctions, you know, I mean, I find that really interesting, as we do, because I'm sad and I'm a car dealer. Oh, better turn my hazard flashes off. But I just thought I'd just do a little aftermath of how shocking the lack of Range Rover sales was. It just shows what's going on now with, I mean, it had to catch up, you know, the whole cost of living crisis and all that. It's pretty bad at the moment, and yet somehow used car values still kept quite high. But you know, that's obviously a little bit of an insight. Oh, it's raining very hard. I hope you can hear me all right. It's obviously a little bit of an insight to what's going on in the world now, because even sort of lumpy cars, which you would almost assume people with a lot of money wouldn't be affected by it. They obviously are. I don't know. My little Audi A1 seems alright. So, yeah, I hope it was alright. Bit of an off-the-cuff video. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like what's going on the channel. I'll see you on the next one. See you soon.